another day on planet Earth. What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new to my channel, welcome. I ain't gonna lie, y'all, I don't want to make this video too complicated to understand, but I do want to get y'all to a point to where y'all understand as soon as I start talking. So what is up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Christian Williams. I go by King Coolio on all platforms. And in today's video, as y'all seen, what we're going to be talking about, probably something that a lot of people probably may need to hear. It's a lot of people out there that's unaware on what's about to happen, and there's people that's unaware on what's been going on. Look, y'all, I know I've been kind of off camera a little bit lately. I've been kind of, gaining some clarity with this shit, bro. Well, I don't think being under here was gonna make this shit any better. But yeah, y'all see me, my bag, my skateboard, of course. And y'all probably may be curious on how I survived, bro. Alright. And that's what I really want to come on here and talk about. Because I know it's probably a lot of people that's maybe, I'm not gonna assume, but I'm just gonna say maybe in the same position as me or probably can relate. Now, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, bro. Look, being in my position, bro, it's not fun. It's not comfortable. And I'm gonna tell y'all why being in my position is something that's good and bad. Because, like I say, bro, you gotta understand what it takes. You gotta understand what you have to have. And you gotta understand what you don't need, all right? And coming into 2026, man, it was a start. It was rough a little bit. It was a little bit of bumpy roads, all right? And I know a lot of people out there probably was like, damn, man, you were just doing good. You had a crib and all that. Cool, fuck it. In life, bro, nothing is ever permanent for real. You know what I mean? Some things are temporary for certain reasons. And I don't just see this shit as a delay. I just see this shit as redirection from God, from the universe. Because at the end of the day, man, we may be heading to one place and then we may get stopped. This is why you always got to keep a spare tire, right? Well, y'all got to see it like this in the aspect real fast and real quick. I'm 20 years old. My birthday is in approximately 28 days, y'all. I'll be 21. So, for the ones out there that didn't know that, yeah. People should understand why I feel how I feel. By my birthday, I don't want to be worrying about how I'm going to eat my next meal. I don't want to, which, I don't. You know what I'm saying? My girl helps me out every once in a while. Shout out to you. You know what I'm saying? But besides that, I'm going to really just tell y'all what's been going on, bro, and how y'all can really keep on pushing, bro, and how I really keep on pushing, Yeah, I've been having my little webisodes sometimes where, I feel like giving up, bro. I ain't going to lie to y'all, my nigga. Like, when you really face reality a few times, it doesn't necessarily mean that you just fucking up, bro. You got to go through this shit, bro. For men and women watching this video, you got to go through this shit. I got a comment recently with someone, one of my subscribers, that was telling me how they needed the last video, you know what I'm saying, about me basically that I did in a motel. And I'm going to say I fuck with y'all and I love y'all, bro. Y'all been getting my views past at least 10 views, bro. So that's major love, you know what I'm saying. Like I said, I'm appreciated because I do this shit because I love doing it, not because, I necessarily knew I wanted to do it. But you're going to have a vision in your head before you execute it into reality. And that's and with anybody. Oh, shit. Oh. Well, yeah. Let's start there. Bugs. A lot of people don't understand, bro. All right, when you outside, it's cool and shit, all right? You in survival mode or whatever. But what is not cool is when you start breaking out. And that's what's been happening to me lately. And I've been getting some type of allergic reactions. And it just reminds me of a long time ago when I got this one allergic reaction, you know what I'm saying? And, bro, that shit was so fucking bugging, irritating. And that's why I tell everybody all the time, bro. As a motherfucker that don't get acne, that don't get pimples and bumps and shit like that, bro, I feel like shit. I'ma just tell y'all, bro. You gonna have days where you feel like absolute dog shit, bro. But I get freshened up from time to time when my lady slide through. Like I say, y'all, it's only a certain way that I gotta do things now. Just being the simple fact that, you know what I'm saying, let's just put it like this. Basically, basically we executing in the plan together. You know, me and my homie, we still cool. He's still out here. We still work with each other. But the routes are a little bit different in this lifetime. And like I said, it's not necessarily nothing bad, but it's like when you get to a point where you gain some type of clarity, then you understand that sometimes, bro, you gotta take your own route, you know what I'm saying, and put things on pause for a minute. Like I said, we done had our fun, we done some things, you know what I'm saying, and it's memories. We always gonna remember that. But the most valuable thing that you could really value to its peak is your own time. You know what I'm saying? Your own life. Because the more you spend trying to build with somebody else, you know what I'm saying, the more that you ain't gonna be able to have time to build for yourself. Y'all, my whole life, bro, like I said, when it came down to this whole transition, he planned it damn near, but I helped him get out here. And the whole situation is just boof. I'm gonna have to drop a story time on how all of this shit happened and occurred. But of course, when I get the time and when I feel happy enough and comfortable in another environment, then I would do so. I do plan on moving to a different area out of here. You know, it's cool or whatever. And I give my homie props for trying. But sometimes God talks to me individually and gives me signs that, man, I know that I gotta go a different way. I gotta go a different way, bro. And I have no choice. It's not that necessarily I wanted to do that. But, you know, the whole San Antonio thing, I just feel like it's kind of a major leap, you know what I'm saying? And it's too early for that major leap. You know, I just started this job. At the end of the day, I'm so humble, bro, that people don't see the ins and outs of this shit. I don't run from jobs. You know, I face them. No one wants to work a 9 to 5, especially when you're an entrepreneur, when you're your own boss. Because, yeah, I've been making hella sales outside of my job also. That's nothing new. Only difference is my girl hopped on and now we're executing this shit and we're finna take this shit off and scale multiple businesses and stores, just side hustles in general, bro. Because the goal is financial wealth. I already got freedom. This is as much as it's gonna get. We say we want to grow up and yeah, all of this because we feel like we have freedom, but look, you're not truly free unless you're working for yourself and doing whatever the fuck you want. I'm like 85-90% there, damn near. Y'all see, I lost my watch, I lost my chain, my wardrobe's damn near down to literally only 2 pairs of clothes. Gave away some of my shoes, had to sacrifice my setups, pawned some of the shit, sold it. A lot of people gotta understand, bro, literally, the sacrifices you have to make during your transition. Dawg, don't worry, it is not forever. It's only temporary. So I'm gonna tell y'all, bro, I eat when I can. I'm trying to get back, you know, like I said, the goal is building something new, destroying the old thing and building something new. Because like I said, it's different when you fucking with somebody that got a vision just like you and actually try to execute it, try to show the potential, want to learn, want them to teach you their ways, versus a motherfucker that's not, you know. When you have to collide reality sometimes with somebody, it takes a majorly strong mindset to be able to do so. Because some people won't work out with you. It don't matter if y'all the opposite or if you love each other 1 minute, the next minute. You're going to crash and bump heads, especially during times like this. So people have to understand that it may be times where I can't even drop a YouTube video, but I know how to stay focused around distractions. One thing about it is I know my vision, I know what I got to do. So if that person understands that and knows that as well, I'll always be good. Like I said, the same way I sold everything and lost it all, I'm going to get it back the same way I did the first 2 times. It's a recurring cycle until you change specifically something that's different this time in that situation. Every time I went through the situation, I changed something different about it. And this time the difference is, you know what I'm saying, partially my homie, probably partially just a reroute. Like I said, it's nothing offensive. We both understand each other at a different level. Some things sometimes may not be understood, it may not be said, but hey, that's life. You know what I'm saying? I don't expect everybody to understand my life personally, individually, because I'm building something different. I've been had the same vision that I have, you know what I'm saying? I want to execute with someone. So the time that my blessing spins around, I have to try to cherish and make the shit work whenever I know it's the right thing instead of running from it. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's partially on how I survive though. Thing about me is I keep smell good. Right now y'all see I got the hair cap on my head. I'm not just plainly broke, bro, and I'm not homeless. I'm just houseless, bro. Thing about it is you never want to go into this shit with nothing at all whatsoever. Because then that's called being unprepared. When you're unprepared, bro, already emotionally, like mentally and shit, bro, you might move so fast that you forget certain shit. But that's okay. This is my view right now, bro. This is what I'm doing, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if it's gonna rain or not. I be having to worry about that too. And like I said, I don't really trip too much. It be hot. August is gonna get way more hotter, which is why I'm just admiring this while I can, and while me and my girl is trying to execute while we can. You know, it's, trust me, it's bare minimum of people that'll really help or do for me. But I'm actually gonna make that my last resort before anything. Everyone else has it easy out here, bro. And me, I'm not saying I didn't have it easy, because I didn't have it easy. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you're paying bills already, when you shouldn't be. I feel like, genuinely, just my opinion and my perspective, that it don't matter if you're living with your people, bro. If your people see a vision in you, bro, they gonna let you stack up. They gonna let you do what you gotta do. And yeah, my mom tried to let me do that, or attempted to, but it just didn't go as planned. It didn't go how I needed it to go. When it gets to the point to where, yeah, it sounds better than it seems for real, you gotta go see what it's about. And I did that. Tried it, failed. One thing about me is I regulate on my time, and I can't move averagely how people want me to anymore. I can't just get up and jump if people want me to. When I see, like, it's so crazy, like, no one did anything for 4th of July. I had to go on Facebook to see that my brother, it was my little cousin, and they was at my Uncle Chris, my dad's brother. They was at his house, and my granny was there or whatever. But, you know, what's funny is people have my numbers, but people don't take the time to actually call and say, hey, you need a ride, or you trying to come kick with the fam? Because I've always been one. I'm one that'll actually show up if I can. Bro, people don't factor the positions that niggas is in. But like I said, it's no offense, nothing to it. I really don't really care too much, because like I said, like I told my dad, I got bigger fish to fry. It's way more shit that's important than temporary fun. As long as they're alive, I'm gonna see them, if God lets me. So yeah, man, I want y'all to learn from this video, learn from me, realize, bro, that everything is gonna shake back as soon as possible. And like I said, bro, this isn't me. This is just me in disguise right now. This is me before I had all the, you know what I'm saying? It really shows it. Sometimes your breaking points get you to a point where you realize who you were before. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I do plan on probably detox from Instagram after my birthday a little bit, and just coming back better than ever, and with different ideas and blueprints and game plans with this shit. Like I said, I do. Fuck. I think I just got bit by a fucking ant. Great. And I have a sock on. I don't understand. So yeah, my skin is very sensitive out here. So trust me, bro. When I say I'm very uncomfortable, you guys better take advantage and use while you're still underneath a roof. Because, bro, no one knows how it feels until they're in the position. I'm gonna tell y'all that for shit sure. I will be trying to drop videos every night. Like I said, I'll just be trying to get to a point, a safe point. Because like I said, I don't know where I'm safe at anymore. And if I'm not underneath a roof or shit, I just feel like my awareness level has to be up there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's my life. Like I say, I just love the fact that I'm able to, you know, have a job, be working, regulating this money again, and investing in my business as I'm doing this shit. I'm kind of like a drop shipper in a way. But now my girl's gonna genuinely be partaking this shit in with me because of her situation. And like I say, you know, it's crazy how it goes. And y'all know, y'all probably gonna call me stupid, but look, y'all gotta understand the vision. So once you understand the vision, y'all will understand. And it's a long story short, but maybe in one of my videos one day I'll talk about the shit, or I'll talk about the process and shit, or what's going on, or what's gonna happen with her, what she's trying to do. Y'all gotta understand it and hear from that person themselves, you know what I'm saying? Because it's easy to tell somebody else or tell y'all about somebody else, but they can tell themselves. Am I saying that right, y'all? Y'all let me know in the comments. They can tell y'all about themselves better than I can. Unless I'm just really experienced at that level, which I am, but you know, I just, in this lifetime, I rather feel like people gotta be real with y'all, because I'm real with y'all. And for the people that watch me, for the 1,000 people that watch me, bro, I respect y'all for respecting me in my situation. Like I said, there's people that gonna believe in me, and there's people that's gonna They're gonna talk shit. Like I said, bro, I don't let this shit break me down. I let this shit build me up. So that way, there won't be no next round. I want this to be my final lap, genuinely. And y'all may be like, yeah, you're young, and this now you're finna be 21, and cool, bro. But look, this is my dream all along. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot more about my life and the background behind the scenes that I gotta let y'all know about. Genuinely, she should be coming back here tomorrow, and we gonna really just let y'all know the game plan, bro. And like I said, as long as y'all here with me, bro, y'all like family to me, bro. You know what I'm saying? I could genuinely talk to y'all, and yeah, y'all may not be able to talk back instantly, but I know that there's still people watching me every single day. So I'm doing this shit for y'all, no matter what. I gotta show y'all, bro, that, bro, we can get through this shit, bro. You know what I mean? So yeah, bro, if y'all enjoyed this video, bro, and if y'all need if y'all have any questions, feel free to DM me on Instagram at King Coolio. I'll put it down in my description. And yeah, just hit me up, bro, because like I said, soon I will be off of Instagram, so that means I will only be available on TikTok and YouTube. And I'm just going to be down in the cut in the dirt working, building up with my shorty and shit, bro. Like I said, sometimes it's going to get to a point where it's going to be good days, bad days. But, hey, tough times don't last forever. We out.